Can't be the Louie I know. A man that would rather be himself, like he really had any other choice. Give it up for Louie Louie.
Hi everybody, good to see you out there. Hi Bonnie, how you doing? All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've been working out, and I'm an insomniac, so I ordered a lot of stuff through the infomercials, and I got the P90X videotape, the Insanity. I got those stretchy bands, and I got I got everything. I mean, and so anyway, I bought a full-length mirror at Sears to measure my, look at my progress. I'm flexing, I'm looking, looking around, and I noticed in the corner of the mirror it says, obviously the mirror might appear larger than they really are. I'm like, oh shit. So anyway, yeah, we're all here, and karaoke's got us kind of joined us all together, and Japanese invented karaoke and to kind of get us together like this, but I think they knew the United States would probably take it to another level. And anyway, the meaning of karaoke, it means Japanese to American translation means empty orchestra, but I like where a bunch of people that shouldn't be drinking come to listen to a bunch of people that shouldn't be singing. That's my favorite. Anyway, I had this woman come up to me one day and she called me something really bad, and I was like, but it didn't start out like that way. She's about 6'3", and she was about 130 pounds. And it was right down here where I work, and there was a guy that sang a Beatles song, and he just didn't do a very good job, and she thought it was my fault. She said, how dare you let him ruin that Beatles song? This is just not right. And I said, there's no animosity here. We're all friends, and we clap for everybody, and, and she looks at me and she says, don't talk that way to me, you little sawed-off leprechaun prick. And I was like, whoa, that's really bad. I mean, I couldn't believe she called me that. Also, we had a guy that, he wanted me to tell you this story, so I'm not out of whack here, but anyway, he has a hook arm. He works down the street, good friend of mine, and he was up singing karaoke, and he was with a woman friend, and they were singing together, and his mom happens to work in the club as well, and or the restaurant / bar, and anyway, they were singing, and she decided that the woman singing with him decided she'd mess around with with his hook arm, the hardware, and while they were singing, the hook just fell on the stage, and it's all over the place, and I can't make this up, they were singing Patsy Cline, I Fall to Pieces. Mom wasn't very happy, so anyway. What do you guys think about that pod initiative, huh? Is that pretty cool? Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah. I got some concerns, but one thing is, Host is closed, and now there's no ding-dongs or Twinkies. That worries me a little bit, but also, one thing that really worried me a lot was the drive-through window at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Can you imagine that, the way that's going to be now? Wow, man, can I take your order, man? Yeah, man, you have any chicken? No, chicken's not here, man. We have no chicken, man. That's going to be just really bad. I noticed that in Washington we have a diversity, a lot of people that are from other countries and stuff, and the food and everything. We've done really good, and we communicate pretty well in the workplace, but I remember when in the 80s it wasn't quite like that. I worked in an industrial plant behind Kmart down here on 130th, and I was a supervisor, and they gave me people that had only been in the country like less than 6 months. And I asked this gentleman to bring me the air hose. And he comes up to me and he's like really mad and he says, "Why you call me asshole?" And then, so I said, wow. And then about 2 weeks later, I called him an asshole and he brought me the air hose. My family decided to choose me to help my grandson get his driver's license, and so I thought, hey, no problem, because he's 15 and a half, he's taken driver's ed, and I thought, no problem. So we start driving, we're doing about 3 miles an hour, we're in this cul-de-sac, this woman's watering her plants, and my grandson Chris just drives right up on her flower bed, and she's spraying us in the car, and she's cursing at us, and he looks at me and says, "Don't worry, Grandpa, I drive a lot better fast." And I'm like, who taught this class? Like Jim on Taxi or something? You know? Well, okie dokie, that's the way I learned how to drive. Just get in there and go for it. You know, I was just crazy. I was wondering, does anybody know, I haven't heard much about Dr. Ruth. Could you imagine her as a driving instructor? Well, class, let me tell you, position is very, very important. Well, 10 and 2. Anyway, Gloria and Joey got a little story about them. They decided one day to leave both their cars at home and take the bus, and you know, be conservative. So anyway, I thought that was great, and so they're on the bus, but this little old lady gets ahead of them, and she comes with the bus driver, and she goes like this, and the bus driver goes like this. She goes like this. Bus driver goes like this, and she goes like that, and she's off the bus. And so Joey's kind of looking at that, and he says to the bus driver, "What the heck was that?" And so, well, it was sign language, you know. And what they were saying was, the woman asked me, "Am I going downtown?" Bus driver says, "No, I'm going uptown." The woman says, "Are you going by the dairy?" And the bus driver says, "No, I'm going by the ballpark." And the woman said, "Oh shit, I got on the wrong bus." Thank you, guys. You're Louie Louie.